We have seen some incredible things in our lifetime. We've seen Ronaldo versus Messi. We've seen LeBron versus Kobe. We've seen PewDiePie versus T-Series. However, when we die in the future, there's going to be so many amazing things that we're going to miss. So, in today's video, I'm going to be going over the craziest, the most unsettling, the best things in the future that we won't see. Starting off at number one, something that will never be seen in human history is you with a woman. Okay, seriously, let's do it. Roughly every 300,000 years, the Earth's magnetic field flips. So north becomes south and south becomes north, rendering all compasses useless. However, the Earth is actually due for a magnetic flip very soon. The last time there was a magnetic flip, it happened around 800,000 years ago, meaning we're about 500,000 years overdue. But scientists believe that we're not going to see it in our lifetime, maybe a few thousand years down the road. The funny part about this though, is if our Earth actually flipped magnetic fields, animals would be so confused. For example, geese. They're used to flying one direction, let's say once a year, to a certain place where they like hibernate, or are they bears? What? But they go to these areas off of memory. So they see like a landmark, they follow the landmark, and they go in that direction. However, if the poles flipped, they would be going the complete opposite way. So birds that want to go to Brazil will end up in Luton, the poor things. Elon Musk is making it his goal to inhabit Mars. However, scientists predict there's no chance that we will step foot on Mars in our lifetime. But to be honest, I disagree. And I disagree for this reason only. We are set to send a crew to Mars in 2024, and it's called the Orion spacecraft. I personally believe that we will see someone step on Mars in our lifetime. However, I think they meant international space travel, as in we go to Mars, which to be honest I agree with. I don't think I'm ever going to be stepping foot on Mars like ever in my life. It'd be pretty cool though. Look, watch this. Mars. I'm walking on Mars with my fingers. I did it! I did it! The time pyramid. You and I will both miss the completion of the time pyramid. And I'm sure you're wondering, what's the time pyramid and why isn't it complete? Well, the time pyramid is in Germany and it will eventually be a pile of 120 blocks. Like Minecraft. But the builders only place one block every 10 years since 1993. So if I do my maths right, 4 blocks down, that means there's 116 blocks to go. And at this rate, the pyramid will be completed in 3,183. If you can survive that long to see this pyramid, well, congratulations. The repopulation of Chernobyl. You and I will both miss it. Chernobyl is one of the most radioactive places on the planet. In 1986, the Chernobyl, I don't know how you say it. Is it Chernobyl? Chernobyl? Just roll with it. The Chernobyl disaster took place. And it's not safe for a human to be at until the year 22,000. 22,000. Do you know how crazy that is? That's 19,900-ish years away? That's a joke. Now just imagine we have a world war. Nuclear bombs are popping off left, right and centre. The world would be a mess. So Putin and Biden, please don't, please. Now this is where the video gets really fun, because we're now talking about the outer space. We are going to be missing one of the greatest collisions of all time. And no, I'm not talking about Sergio Ramos nearly ripping off Salah's arm. We are going to be missing the Galactic Collision. Collision? How do you say things? Right now, we live in the Milky Way here, and our nearest galaxy to us is here. See the gap? Not that big. I'm lying. It's 2.5 light years away from each other. That might not sound like a lot, but it's a lot. Both galaxies are hurtling towards each other at 400,000 kilometers an hour. 400,000 kilometers an hour. That's incredible. And both galaxies are set to collide with each other in the year 3.7 billion. For about 250 million years before the collision happens, if you looked up at the sky, you would see something like this. When the two galaxies eventually do collide, it will form a mega galaxy called the Milkdromeda. Not a very intellective, smart, funny name, but you know, I would have called it, what would have I called it? The Milky Dom. Yeah. The sun will eventually consume the Earth. I bet you're not happy to be around then, because that would probably hurt. In 7.6 billion years, the sun will swell up and pretty much explode. It will swell up so big it will pass Jupiter's orbit, which of course will result in us being swallowed by the big red dwarf. However, before this happens, the Earth will be pretty much destroyed because the sun will be so close to the Earth it dries up all our water. So the plan of action probably should be to move to Pluto, but you know, it's probably not going to happen. We all know the planet Saturn, but in 100 million years, Saturn will lose its main trademark. It will do the opposite of a Beyonce. The ring is coming off. Saturn will lose its rings. The rocks surrounding Saturn will be pulled into Saturn in a process called ring rain. Now, I'm going to blow your mind a little bit here. 10 tons of the rock surrounding Saturn in its rings fall down to the planet every single second. So every second you've watched this video, another 10 tons of rock are hurtling towards the planet. But there's something even more crazy about this. While Saturn loses its rings, Mars gains them. 40 million years from now, Mars will have a ring like Saturn. Mars has a moon called Phobos. 40 million years from now, Phobos will explode. It will be destroyed. However, the gravity keeping Phobos towards Mars will also keep the scattered rocks from around the planet, therefore giving Mars rings. Few thousand years down the line, every person and every species will look a little bit different. For example, in about 10,000 years time, it's suspected that most people on this planet will be mixed race, and species around the world such as whales or birds or any other animals will look slightly different due to the different temperatures and degrees and global warming. It's crazy. So we will potentially miss the pink cheetah, or the green blue whale, or the invisible parrot. I don't know, we could miss them. Another event that we will miss in our lifetime is the Earth exploding. About 5 billion years from now, our Earth will explode. The sun will expand into an even bigger sun called a red giant, which will eventually engulf the Earth. However, it will also explode it. And to be honest, I'm happy I'm not around for that. So this leads me to my next question for you guys. If someone came up to you with a red pill and a blue pill, the red pill means you live forever, but the blue pill means you die right now, which pill would you take? Because if you take the red pill, that means you survive longer than the Earth, but if you take the blue pill, that means you die right now. Please please let me know what you'd pick in the comments. Me personally, I wouldn't wanna right now, but I couldn't live forever because I'd just be floating around bobbing in space. Let me know what you'd pick. Okay, and last but not least, arguably the craziest on this whole list, it's you talking to your crush, because it's never gonna happen. Subscribe, watch these videos here if you enjoyed. Bye.